Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is neighbors. The scripture comes from Testaments of the 12 Patriarchs, the Testament of Benjamin, the 12th son of Jacob and Rachel. 5 and I hear 9, but 5. And if anyone betrays a righteous man, the righteous man prays. Though for a little while he is humbled, yet not long after he appears far more glorious, as way my brother Joseph. So here's what God said. Somebody, you are having to deal with someone who is supposed to be a neighbor to you. So it may simply be a neighbor. It may be someone that is supposed, like, I'm thinking of how neighborly, like, instead of them treating you neighborly, they are treating you with consent. If anyone betrays, this is someone that has betrayed you. Regardless if this is someone that is watching you, stalking you, you know what I'm saying? Every time you do something, they trying to call somebody and tell them what you doing. And every time you leave, they talking about you leaving. They ain't no telling where you going. And they wanted this, they wanted that. People trying to follow you. I'm being reminded of years ago, I had this neighbor. Me and my son were leaving to go to the beach. This woman, not only did she follow me out of the neighborhood, but she was following me down the road. And I was like, am I tripping? So I pulled over into a gas station, which I was going to do anyway to give my son something to drink, a little juice. But I also saw that she was following me. And, your girl, I can't stunt. I know how to swing and swerve. You know what I'm saying? So it's difficult to follow me as is. But the fact that she was keeping up with me, I pulled over into that gas station, handed my son his juice, and, you know what I'm saying, got out of my car, started walking towards her. And she saw me and she started to panic and drove off. But she followed me all the way into the gas station, swerving through traffic to keep up with me. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have to deal with people that are just absolutely insane and crazy. You know what I'm saying? I've had to deal with people like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm minding my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown, 33 years old. So it's not a situation where I need to ask anybody's permission to go anywhere or to do anything. But, you know what I'm saying? Yet still some people will feel like they need to check with this person and that person to see if it's okay. It don't concern them. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And I feel like when it comes down to it, this is somebody, you having to deal with somebody that is being they're betraying you. Without cause. They're betraying you without cause. You know what I'm saying? Regardless to if for somebody, God is showing me every time you make a friend, this person is trying to interfere with your friendships. Every time you hang out with somebody, they're trying to interfere with your whatever it is you have going on. God said, when you're dealing with stuff like this, it makes you feel as if you can't have peace. God says, the righteous man prays. And even if for a little while you feel as if you are humbled and you decide, okay, these people is too worried about what I'm doing, so maybe I need to move. These people is too busy trying to see what I have going on in my life. So maybe I need to stop having friends over. Or maybe I don't need to have any friends right now. Or maybe I need to this, that, and the third. Maybe somebody you can't move. So you just decide that you're not going to have any friends over until you do. Because you can't stand having crazy people around you trying to affect your life. Now, the thing I feel like, once again, with us in the midst of our fast, a lot of times when we are praying to God that God will change people, it's not the other people that God changes, it's us. So if it's a situation to where you have neighbors to that extent that are stalking you and harassing you to that extent, sometimes the answer is for you to move. And that's just what it is. And sometimes you feel as if you can't move and there's something that you can't see. And throughout the fast, God will give you clarity to understand what it is you can't see. And, sometimes it's a situation where, maybe the friend that you have is not who they thought you were. If you are friends with someone and that person betrays you, you know what I'm saying, they are hearing people talk about you and they're sitting there listening. People are talking badly about you and they listen. They decide they don't want to be your friend based off what somebody else has said about you without asking you, without confirming it with you, without getting any kind of confirmation. God said that person don't need to be your friend. That's not somebody you need to be friends with or to date or marry. Because when you married to somebody, that's your partner. Everybody else is just, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you're married to two become one. So instead of you riding along in the train car by yourself, you have a partner now. Everybody else, just because they need to walk through or they need to take a few steps over to get to where they going, they don't stay in that train car with y'all. It's just y'all, and that's it. Even when you have kids, they're in the train car with you for a little while. Eventually they grow up and they go to a new train car. So if you are dealing with somebody and y'all not on the same page, and they are listening to what everybody else got to say over what you got to say, and you know what I'm saying, they not intended to be in that train car with you. And it's okay. It may hurt, but you know, it's okay. And even speaking about what Joseph went through, how his brothers betrayed him. He prayed to God. God pulled him out of it, and he ended up better off than he was in a position, you know, when he was with his brothers. And I just feel like God is saying sometimes when we are going through situations like this, we think that God is punishing us, but we don't realize that by people doing what they're doing, they actually push you further. Just like I've spoken about things that I have dealt with on my channel. I spoke about some things I dealt with a few minutes ago in this video. If that lady wouldn't have did that, I wouldn't have that story to tell. And you know what I'm saying? It's something that it sounds crazy because it was. It sounds strange because it was. But it happened. And I just feel like God is saying, you know, you learn from things like this here. You learn from things. And, you know, as somebody that done dealt with people that just act like they don't have no screws, like something is really mentally wrong with them. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you just have to face it. Like, face first, head first. They don't. Sometimes. Because, you know what I'm saying, I can ignore people doing stupid stuff. But you're not finna put me in no panic to where I'm driving crazily to keep you from following me and my son is in the car. We're going to have a problem. And I'm just being real. We're not finna do that. We're not. You know what I'm saying? We're not. And when she saw me get out that car and I looked at her and started walking towards her, she knew I was about that action. I'm not playing. I'm not playing behind my baby. You're not finna do that. Gonna find something else to do. Because I for sure was about to tap on that window. Do we have a problem? Why are you following me? Are you bored? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being real. And I feel like for whoever this is for, God is saying he wants you to pray about this. And pray that God will show you what you are not able to see. See, sometimes we be trying to hold on to people and places that we supposed to bend and let go of. God been wanted you to move away. You been was supposed to move. Even if it's a situation where you like, every time I go somewhere in this city in particular, this town in particular, it seemed like I'm being harassed. I can't find no peace. Everything is, God said move. He been wanted you to move away from there. And watch, as soon as you move, you gonna find peace. Watch, as soon as you move, you gonna meet the love of your life. Watch, as soon as you move, ain't nobody gonna be harassing you. Nobody gonna be stalking you. They got other things to do. Watch, as soon as you move, ain't nobody gonna be trying to interfere with your relationship. Watch, as soon as you move, you meet somebody that's the sister you never had. Or the sister you wish you had. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what they feel like to always have wanted a sister. You got what? So I always wanted somebody to hang out with. to have always wanted to be, you know what I'm saying, have little get-togethers and stuff like that, and you just like, dang, I should be able to. God said, you're not around the right people. You're not around the right people. You're not around the right people. You're not in the right place. That's why you feel out of place where you are, because you're not where you're supposed to be. You trying to figure out why all the men is acting strange and they seem to be, hey, they got other stuff going on. Why all the women act this way and why they seem like you not in the right place. God have somewhere else for you to go. You not in the right place. Like I said, sometimes when we fast and we be thinking God is going to change everybody else, but it's a change that God puts inside of you. You trying to figure out why every time your relationship's not working out. Why every time you can't find no friends. Why can't you just have a place to hang out? Why can't you just find peace? You are in the wrong place. These are not things that are just crazy to ask for. It's not strange to wonder, you know what I'm saying, to want people to not be stalking and harassing you and trying to see where you're going and what you're doing all the time, especially if you are a grown person. I'm like 18, obviously, but you know, just to ask them, over 20 years old, over 25 years old, you shouldn't have to be stressing about people trying to stalk you and harass you and try to force you to do what they want you to. Not after you grown. It shouldn't be a situation where every time you become friends with somebody, they trying to take your man. That's weird. That's strange. That's not normal. You in the wrong place. It shouldn't be a situation where you can't hang out with your family. It shouldn't be a situation where your own family is trying to take your man and come in between your relationship and ruin this and ruin that. You in the wrong place. And the saddest thing about Joseph's story, he was in the wrong place. And the only way he was able to get to where he was supposed to be was for those people to betray him. And for somebody, God said, you are in the wrong place. And if these people wouldn't have betrayed you, you would stay there. But because they doing you the way they doing you, they treating you the way they treating you, they talking about you without cause, making fun of you without cause, ruining friendships without cause. You feel like you a prisoner without cause. You can't have no happiness, no bit of happiness. Every time you find somebody, it's something that go wrong. Every time this happens, something go wrong. People lying on you, making up stories about you, always trying to mess up what you got going. God said you in the wrong place. Normal people don't act like that. There's a group of people where everybody is winning and they want to see you win too. God said, allow him to lead you there. You in the wrong place. That's the message. That's the message. You can't find peace in a place where everybody hates you. Could you imagine how Joseph possibly felt in that household? All his siblings hated him. Could you imagine what they felt like? To have all them brothers, yet not have nobody that wanted to hang out with him. Nobody wanted to play with him. Nobody wanted to talk with him. He got something going on and they say, well, it can't be too bad because you the favorite. And it can't be too bad because this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who you are. You could be the richest person in the world. It don't mean you don't have problems. It doesn't mean you don't experience heartache. It doesn't matter what kind of job you have. Even the CEO have problems. Even the CEO gets tired. Even the CEO gets frustrated. But this is somebody, every time something is going on with you, everybody treats it as if it's nothing. And you should just get over it. Oh, I'm going to just take her man because she's pretty. She'll find somebody else. Ignoring the fact that you have feelings and your heart hurts the same as everybody else. Ignoring the fact that if that man wanted somebody that looked like you, they not finna treat them the way they treated you. Typically, situations like that, it's a hit it and quit it. And they running after you to try to see where you done went. God said you in the wrong place. That's why. Your reality seems like everything is just out of whack. It's out of whack because you in the wrong place. Once you are relocated to the place you're supposed to be, your reality gonna change. God will send you a mother figure, a father figure, sisters, brothers, cousins, all kind of people. You never know. You won't know until you get there. You know, and that's just what it is. This is somebody, you in a place where women and men don't take marriage seriously. You in the wrong place. There are places that exist where people still take marriage seriously. You in a place where people don't take family seriously. You feel like your family members are strangers. You in the wrong place. God mess around and send you somewhere and you marry somebody and they family is like a normal family is supposed to be. No drama. Ain't nobody hating on nobody else. Everybody wants to see everybody win. Everybody love, kindness. Nobody is trying to deliberately leave somebody out because, oh no, they gonna take the spotlight if they here. God said you are in the wrong place. That's the message. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.